Welcome to Hollywood. In this video, we're going to take you on an epic journey through Middle-earth and back, comparing the stars of The Lord of the Rings from their unforgettable debut in 2001 to where they are now in 2025. You'll see how your favorite hobbits, elves, wizards, and warriors have changed over the years, and what they've been up to since the credits rolled on one of the most beloved trilogies of all time. 1. Elijah Wood. In 2001, Elijah Wood won hearts as the brave and burdened Frodo Baggins, the hobbit tasked with destroying the One Ring. At just 20 years old, Elijah brought a youthful intensity to the role that helped anchor the emotional weight of the trilogy. Now in 2025, Elijah is 44 and has become a respected figure in the world of indie film and television. He's also a producer and co-founder of Spectre Vision, a company known for cult horror films like Mandy and Color Out of Space. Though Frodo remains his most iconic role, Elijah continues to embrace offbeat and creative projects. 2. Ian McKellen. Sir Ian McKellen was already a stage and screen legend when he stepped into the robes of Gandalf the Grey in 2001. With his booming voice and commanding presence, he became the very embodiment of Tolkien's wise wizard. Now at 86, Ian is still acting, advocating, and astonishing fans with his energy. He recently returned to the stage in London and continues to champion LGBTQ+ rights. His portrayal of Gandalf remains one of the most iconic fantasy performances in cinema history. 3. Viggo Mortensen. As Aragorn, the reluctant king with a warrior's heart, Viggo Mortensen brought depth, intensity, and quiet charisma. He was 42 when Fellowship of the Ring was released, and instantly became a fan favorite. Now 66, Viggo has directed critically acclaimed films like Falling, continued acting in indie dramas, and remains fiercely selective with his roles. A polyglot and artist, Viggo has stayed true to his unconventional roots while aging gracefully out of the spotlight. 4. Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom shot to fame as the elf archer Legolas, captivating fans with his cool precision and otherworldly grace. At just 24, he was one of the breakout stars of the trilogy. Now 48, Bloom is a father, a global celebrity, and still a working actor. He's appeared in projects like Carnival Row and continues to balance blockbuster roles with smaller TV work. His romance with pop star Katy Perry also keeps him in the headlines. 5. Sean Astin. Sean Astin's portrayal of Frodo's loyal friend Sam was the emotional heart of the trilogy. At 30, Astin brought warmth, vulnerability, and courage to the role, earning critical acclaim and fan adoration. Now 54, Sean has remained active in film and television, appearing in hits like Stranger Things. Off-screen, he's also an advocate for civic education and mental health awareness. Sam remains one of the most beloved characters in the entire saga. 6. Cate Blanchett. In 2001, Cate Blanchett played the ethereal elven Queen Galadriel with luminous poise and mystery. Her performance brought gravitas and elegance to Tolkien's legendarium. Now 56, Cate is a two-time Oscar winner and one of the most respected actresses of her generation. In recent years, she's taken on diverse roles, from Tar to Mrs. America. Her turn as Galadriel remains a fantasy film benchmark. 7. Dominic Monaghan. As Merry, Dominic Monaghan provided comic relief and surprising courage. At 25, he was one half of the mischievous hobbit duo that fans couldn't help but love. Now 48, Dominic has stayed active in both film and television, with roles in shows like Lost and Moonhaven. He also hosts wildlife documentaries and is known for his passion for nature and conservation. 8. Billy Boyd. Billy Boyd was 33 when he played the fun-loving and curious Pippin, who matures significantly over the trilogy. His performance added both heart and humor to the series. Now 57, Boyd has balanced acting with music. He co-founded the band Beefcake and even wrote and performed The Last Goodbye for The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. He continues to appear at conventions and events celebrating the legacy of the series. 9. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis revolutionized performance capture with his haunting portrayal of Gollum. His work blurred the lines between acting and digital effects, earning him worldwide recognition. Now 61, Andy is both in front of and behind the camera. He's directed films like Venom, Let There Be Carnage and Mowgli, and continues to champion motion capture performance as an art form. Gollum remains his defining role. 10. Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving was 41 when he portrayed Elrond, the noble elf lord with a heavy past and an uncertain future. His performance exuded wisdom and solemnity. Now 65, Hugo continues to work steadily in film and theater. While he turned down returning for Amazon's The Rings of Power, he remains a key figure in the franchise's legacy. He's also known for iconic roles in The Matrix and V for Vendetta. 11. Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler portrayed Arwen, the elven princess who chooses love over immortality, with grace and softness. At 24, she gave a soulful performance that deepened the romantic side of the trilogy. Now 47, Liv has appeared in shows like The Leftovers and 911, Lone Star, while also raising her family. Though she stepped back from Hollywood at times, her role in The Lord of the Rings remains one of her most cherished. 12. Jon RhysDavies. As the gruff but lovable dwarf Gimli, Jon RhysDavies brought humor and heart. At 57 during the trilogy's release, he was also the voice of Treebeard. Now 81, Jon remains active in voice work, acting, and fantasy conventions. He's proud of his role in the franchise and often speaks fondly of the cast's camaraderie and the epic scope of the production. 13. Karl Urban. Karl Urban was a rising star when he joined the Two Towers as Éomer, a fierce warrior of Rohan. At 29, his commanding performance added new energy to the series. Now 53, Karl is best known today for playing Billy Butcher in Amazon's The Boys. He's also appeared in Star Trek, Dread, and Thor, Ragnarok. Urban's career has soared since his days in Middle-earth. 14. Miranda Otto. Miranda Otto played Éowyn, the noblewoman who defies gender roles and defeats the Witch King of Angmar. Her, "I am no man" moment remains iconic. Now 57, Miranda has appeared in the chilling adventures of Sabrina in Australian television and film. Her performance as Éowyn remains one of the most empowering moments in fantasy cinema. 15. Bernard Hill. Bernard Hill brought tragic nobility to King Theoden, a character who finds redemption and heroism before his end. At 57, he gave one of the trilogy's most powerful performances. Sadly, Bernard Hill passed away in May 2024 at the age of 79. His legacy lives on in both The Lord of the Rings and his earlier role as the captain of the Titanic. His charge at the Battle of Pelennor Fields still gives audiences chills. 16. David Wenham. David Wenham played Faramir, the noble younger brother of Boromir, with quiet strength and emotional depth. At 36, his nuanced portrayal helped redeem the legacy of Gondor's fallen line. Now 60, David continues to act in both Australian and international films and series. He remains a respected presence in historical dramas and thrillers. 17. Shaun Bean. Shaun Bean's Boromir is remembered for one of the most tragic and noble deaths in the trilogy. At 42, Bean brought humanity to a flawed but brave character who dies trying to redeem himself. Now 66, Shaun Bean has continued to build on his reputation for playing intense, often ill-fated characters. From Game of Thrones to Snowpiercer, he remains one of the most respected British actors working today. And yes, Boromir still memes strong. And there you have it, the Lord of the Rings cast from 2001 to 2025. From the Shire to Mordor and back again, these actors have continued to amaze us both on and off the screen. Whether they've pursued new adventures or stayed close to their roots, their legacy in Middle-earth will never fade. Which transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hollywood for more then and now deep dives, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a journey through the stars. Thanks for watching, and may the light of Arendelle guide you on your way.